Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is Torn Down the Middle, Chapter 8, and this one is titled A Game of Search. Just a little side note before we start this chapter. I do apologise for the change in sound quality. I was using a sound enhancing program on the computer, but it decided to stop working on me, as most things do in my life. Seems to be the thing that happens all the time. So I've gone back to just doing the recordings as I usually do them. I will try and sort something out in regards to the whole book when it's put together, so there's not too much of a sound difference. But yeah, so if you notice that I'm a bit quieter, just turn me up a little bit and hopefully that'll be fine. Alright, on to the chapter. Mom, my life is ruined, so I'm going to change my name and move to the Bahamas, you screamed as you entered the house after school that day. Ugh, the theatrics. Your mum sighed as she walked from the study room and out into the hall. What happened now, child? School finished a minute late and you had to sit in class for a whole minute longer? No one understands my life, you moaned. Your mum laughed. No. What happened? Tell me. Okay, well, you know how fake boyfriend and I were going to do the fakey thing? You said with flamboyant arm movements. Yeah, your mum replied dubiously. Yeah, well, now we legit have to do the fakey datey thing because his auntie's watching us like a hawk, and I'm pretty sure she is the one who spread the rumours about us being together. Wait, what? Auntie? What auntie? Your mum said, confused. Ugh, okay, so TLDR, Bakugou's auntie is the devil and she's going to freeze her income if she finds out that we're fake dating? What's it to her though? Your mum asked, still not following. I have no idea what her angle is, you groaned with exasperation. All I know is that I'm stuck with the physical manifestation of a urinary tract infection when all I want to do is get to know Doki Doki Todoroki. Wait, Todoroki? We know the Todoroki family well, your mum said. Do you have a Todoroki boy in your class? Who is it? Toya? Natsuo? Shoto? What? You screamed. We know the family? Why didn't you tell me this earlier? I made it up, but it's legit. I didn't realise it was that important. Your mum laughed, holding her arms up in defence. Well, how do we know them? You asked, putting your bag down. Through business. Your dad and Enji have had a lot to do with each other over the years. Ugh, I need a drink, you said, turning stiffly and walking to the fridge. After pouring yourself something, you sat down and took a sip. Okay, would I have met any of these boys before? You asked. Your mum nodded. Yes, at a few engagements actually. At my auntie's wedding that I was a flower girl for? You asked. Your mum thought a moment. Yeah, I think they were there, but if I remember correctly, not all the kids came. Maybe just one or two came? Which one or two came? You asked, staring your mum down in earnest. Whoa, Detective Yin on the case? Your mum laughed. I can't remember. Why? Do we have any photos of the day? You continued. Yes, in an album somewhere, your mum said, still amused at your sudden change of focus. Where is the album? You asked, standing up. Upstairs in my cupboard, she replied. Thanks and bye, you said quickly, taking your drink and bolting upstairs. If you spill drink on my carpet, your mum threatened as you dashed out of sight. For the next 4 hours you trawled through album after album, trying to find pictures from your auntie's wedding, but you came up short. There was no evidence at all. You sighed. Oh, am I thinking too much into this? What if that dream never happened? Or what if it didn't happen? Or what if it did happen, but with someone else and not Shoto Todoroki? You closed the last album and put it away, standing up to leave. Wait, but in the dream that boy gave me a ring. What if I find the ring? If I have the ring, then the dream has to be correct, right? You turned and went to your room, walking to your cupboard and immediately ripping objects out in a frantic search. A good hour later you pulled out a pretty flower band that you recognised immediately as the band that you wore on the day of the wedding. You smiled at it fondly, grateful that you'd kept it all this time. You reached up and put it on your head. Looking in the mirror you did a twirl, the band falling off your head and onto the floor in the process. A small item bounced out of it and you gasped. Ah, damn, I've broken it. You frowned. Then you took a proper look at the object. It was a small ring. You gasped. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's real! You screamed. You bent down and picked the ring up, turning it over as you looked at it. You looked around and found your old jewellery box, and, pulling out a chain, you slipped the ring onto it, and then put the chain around your neck, clipping it closed. There. Now I have the ring with me at all times, you thought, smiling down at it before tucking it inside your shirt. Oi, a gruff voice said from behind you as you almost reached the gates of UA. You turned around. Ah, well, if it isn't my bipolar bomb of a fake boyfriend, you said cheerfully. What can I do for you on this fine morning? Keep my distance with pleasure, you said loudly, turning and walking away. He grabbed your wrist. Listen here, you freaking disaster, he said, glancing at the state of your hair. We need to make this legit, so shut up or I'll blast your ass into next week. You pouted angrily but didn't say anything. Fix your damn hair, he scowled, letting go of your wrist. I've tried, you snapped, but my hair tie is doing the thing. Pass it here, Bakugou grunted. Exploding it isn't going to be any help, you angry nugget, you said with a scowl. Turn around, he ordered, and you handed him the tie. You obeyed and turned your back to him. Uncharacteristically tenderly, Bakugou raked his fingers through your hair and plaited it down one side, doing a diagonal plait to the opposite side of the bottom of your skull, and used the tie to finish it off. There, now you don't look like crap, he said nonchalantly as he brushed past you and marched to class. You gently patted your hair to feel his work. Damn, son, the boy's got skills. You followed slowly behind, walking to the classroom. Yin! Mina gasped. Your hair's beautiful. You actually put effort in? She laughed. No, actually, Gordon Ramsay with a quirk did it for me, you said, glancing over at Bakugou, who had his back to you at that point. Mina laughed. Okay, I know you two are supposed to be dating, but you don't use any endearing terms? Nah, we get off teasing each other, you said with a shrug. And there is the end of Chapter 8. Stay tuned for Chapter 9 coming tomorrow.